Good morning, this is Nicholas from Gandor Gaming, and we have some terrifying news. Gimmick puppets are getting support, and I am very happy and very scared for this. Gimmick puppets are a very bad deck that have a really cool gimmick of being an XYZ rank 8 deck, but the best thing they're known for is being a tool and branded as a Gimmick puppet lock, which is horrible, horrible, horrible things. So I really hope Konami didn't just make like 5 more of these things, making it like super more consistent to Gimmick puppet lock people. But let's find out, shall we? So first things first, we have a new Gimmick puppet, Little Soldier, level 4 Dark Machine effect monster, 0 attack, 0 defense. You can only use the first effect of this card once a turn. If this card is normal summon or special summon, send one Gimmick puppet monster with a different level from the deck to graveyard. This card becomes that set monster. So this guy is basically a foolish burial on normal or special to become a rank 8. Will just become a level 8 to become a rank 8, which is pretty good. And then you can banish this card from your graveyard, target up to 2 Gimmick puppet monsters you control, increase their levels by 4 until the end of the turn, so it makes 2 4s into 8s, making you make rank 8s a lot easier, which is really, really good. Next, we have Gimmick Puppet Bloody Doll. This is a level 8 Dark Machine effect monster, 400 attack, 400 defense. You only use the first and second effect of this card once a turn. You can't spell some of from the extra deck the rest of the turn after you activate either of this card's effects instead of Gimmick Puppet monsters. If this card's in your hand, reveal one Gimmick Puppet XYZ in your extra deck. Special summon both one Gimmick Puppet monster from your deck with a level equal to the revealed monster's rank and this card. So this is a free rank 8 for Gimmick Puppets. That's really, really insane. And then at the second effect, if this card is set to graveyard, except from the hand, you can add it to your hand. That's insane. This is a really, really powerful rank 8. Or just a free link too. Gimmick Puppet Bloody Doll is just absolutely amazing. Both these cards are incredible for modernizing Gimmick Puppets, because this is either the free link 2 or it's a free rank 8, which is really, really good. And Gimmick Puppet Little Soldier is just a free foolish burial for becoming a level 8, and you can just banish it from grave to turn 2 level 4s into 2 level 8s, which is really, really good. Now we have Gimmick Puppet Cattle Scream. This is the last main deck monster. You can only use the first effect of this card once a turn. You can detach one XYZ material from a monster, spell summon this card from your hand or grave, but banish it when it leaves the field. Who cares? Because if it's material, it won't banish itself, which is really, really good. So this goes to just another free level 8 extender. Then we also have its second effect. If a Gimmick Puppet XYZ monster that has this card's material gains the effect, once a turn, target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, spell summon it to your field in defense position. So it's a snatch steal from the grave, which is pretty good. All 3 of these cards are a must-have for the deck, which is really, really good. Next, we have Gimmick Puppet Fantastic Machina, which is a really, really fancy name. And if you look at the card art, it looks like the actual, like, the person who plays Gimmick Puppets, it looks like his son, or it looks like him. I forget how it works. I forget the lore behind GX. Not GX. What the fuck is this? 5Ds? Fuck. I'm trying to really, really remember. It's, I know this is the villain's deck. I can't remember if the son was playing this deck or it was the dad. It doesn't really matter. All we know is it's the bad guy. It looks like the bad guy's son, or it's the bad guy himself in card art form, which is cool. It only has 2 effects. It's a 1500, 3100 defense, rank 8 Dark Machine. 2 level 8s as material. You can only use the first and second effect of this card once a turn. Detach one material from this card. Add 1 rank up magic spell from your deck to your hand. Also, during the main phase of this turn, normal summon 1 machine monster in addition to your normal summon. That's absolutely insane. The simple fact this rank 8 searches your rank up and gives you another additional normal summon on its first effect is just absolutely spectacular. And then its second effect is, if you spell summon a Gimmick Puppet XYZ, you spell summon this card from your graveyard to either field in defense position Then you can add one rank up magic spell from your graveyard to your hand, which is really, really good because this card says, hey, and this card's in grave, and you spell something that give a puppet like XYZ, we'll bring this guy back with no material, add a rank up magic spell, and then you just rank on top of him. And I'm guessing Chaos XYZ Gimmick Puppet, Fantastic Machia, is the rank up dude. So let's read this guy. He's a rank 9, Dark Machine XYZ, 3100 attack, 1500 defense, 3 level 9 monsters. You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card once a turn. And this card is supposed to summon, add one Gimmick Puppet trap card from your deck to hand. Detachable material from this card, so summon one monster from either graveyard to your opponent's field in defense position. Oh wait, detachable material from this card, so summon one monster from either player's graveyard to your opponent's field in defense position. Not sure why you want to do that. And then if a monster is supposed to your opponent's field, target one of them, destroy it. If you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its original attack. That's cool, I guess. I'm really not sure. I kind of like the XYZ better. Not the XYZ. I like the main deck monster better. This card says target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, spell summon to in their field defense position. I don't actually like that now. If I summoned it onto your field, it's summoned it to your opponent's field. Yeah, it's effectively negated, but I don't know, for a gimmicky burn effect? Okay, that's less good. That's actually really bad. I hope this trap card's insane. I hope it's like a snatch steal or something, or it kind of sucks. Next we have Mansion of Hell Dolls, or Mansion of the Underworld Dolls. Field spell card. You can only activate this card once per turn. When this card resolves, add a Gimmick Puppet monster from your deck to hand. Second effect is Gimmick Puppet monsters you control can be destroyed in battle. Also, they are unaffected by opponents' non-XYZ effects. Okay, this field spell is cracked. Once a turn, detach material from a monster. Target one Gimmick Puppet monster in your graveyard. Spell summon to your opponent's field in defense position. Okay, so for some reason we want to summon Gimmick Puppets to our opponent's field. The only reason I would say that is it wants the Gimmick Puppet lock you. Oh my god, is this all just to enable the Gimmick Puppet lock? Is that why we keep summoning Gimmick Puppets to our opponent's field? So we can Gimmick Puppet lock them so they can't play the game? If so, fuck this new support. Are you serious? It's now we have a new trap card. Servant Puppet. You can only use the first and second event of this card once a turn. Target monsters your opponent controls up to our Gimmick Puppet XYZ control. Take control of them until the end phase. If you second effect is if you control Gimmick Puppet XYZ monster, set the turn this card was set to graveyard. Banish this card from a graveyard. Target one XYZ monster in either graveyard. Spell summon it to either field in defense position. So this is the Snatch Steal card, which is cool. Very, very interesting. The field spell just making them unaffected. You just add it adds a Gimmick Puppet monster for your deck to hand. And Gimmick Puppet monsters you control can't be destroyed by battle. Also, they're unaffected by opponents' activated non-XYZ monster effects. It's just really, really good. It makes all of them basically towers, except to spells and traps, which is really, really good. And then, third effect, once it's detach material from an XYZ, target one Gimmick Puppet monster in your graveyard. Spell summon to your opponent's field in defense position. I guess the idea is you special summon the Gimmick Puppet to your opponent. Well, this only does it during your turn. So, okay, so the field spell doesn't Gimmick Puppet lock. I'm trying to figure out. If a monster spells summon to your opponent's field, target one of them, destroy it, inflict damage. Detach one material from this card, so summon one monster from either graveyard to your opponent's field. Okay, is this a quick effect? No, it's not a quick effect. So it's weird. All the new Gimmick Puppet cards want to give your opponent a Gimmick Puppet to lock them, but none of them are quick effects. So they lock you during your turn, which is weird, because the whole part of the Gimmick Puppet lock is that you're supposed to give the Gimmick Puppet to your opponent's turn before they can do anything, so they're locked to the Gimmick Puppets. But these cards are like, oh, we'll give your opponent a Gimmick Puppet, but on our turn, which is quite strange. I don't know how I feel about these cards. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe the Gimmick Puppet monster is like not just on the turn and summon. Maybe it's like continuous, like raw. I'm not really sure about this, but I don't know. This support's interesting. We'll just have to see. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy. Don't do anything stupid. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.